Hello, football fans, and welcome to Football Intel. Cyril Aloysius is here once again. I'm going to be your host once again. I'm so excited about it. Well, I have one update for you, and that update is about Declan Rice, Arsenal, and West Ham. I told you something in my last video about Manchester City at some point getting tired of, West Ham's waiting game, wanting them to pay more, and at some point withdrawing from the whole transfer thing. I said that right, if you can remember. And boom, it has finally happened. Manchester City has withdrawn their interest from the Declan Rice deal because after they submitted about 80 million pounds and then West Ham declined. I told you West Ham was looking for a bidding war that would allow Manchester City to bid. They'll reject it. Arsenal will bid. They'll reject it, and then finally they'll get to sell it to the highest bidder. And Arsenal indeed fell for it. Arsenal, Arsenal indeed has fallen for it. Arsenal actually upped their bid after Manchester City's £80 million bid was initially rejected by West Ham. So Arsenal opted to £105 million bid for the England international. Wow, that is some money. West Ham is indeed cashing out big time. And of course, realizing that City are no longer interested in the bid. So West Ham, you know what they do? They had to settle for Arsenal. So right now, the deal to Arsenal for West Ham is almost done. It's not done yet. It's almost done. So West Ham has finally accepted Arsenal's £105 million bid. Wow, 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 wow. So let's talk about. My God. Let's talk about Rice's move to Arsenal. Okay, how much of a shrewd signing do you feel Declan Rice is going to be for Arsenal? Yes, he's a great midfielder, no doubt. He has the energy, he has the technique. But how much of a shrewd signing do you feel? Do you feel like Arsenal overpaid for Declan Rice? Which personally, I feel so. If you are being honest as a football fan, you would actually understand what I'm talking about. West Ham played Arsenal Ojuru. And I'm sure West Ham will be smiling to the bank this period. Yeah, Arsenal. You better pray Declan Rice does not flop. Oh. Pray it does not flop. Oh. Just like the way Chelsea fans were praying then when they signed Kai Havertz. We signed him for £75 million and we were praying, oh God, let this guy not flop. Did Havertz flop? To me, he flopped. Yeah, he scored Champions League goal. He flopped. So, pray, oh, Arsenal fans, pray. You're having your man, yes, but pray. So, what's next for Manchester City now that they have opted out of the race for Rice? I think it spells scary times for a club like Chelsea. Yes, it spells scary times for Chelsea because right now, Casado is still available at Brighton. There's no formal deal agreed yet with any team. Chelsea are still strongly in the mix for Casado. But let's not forget, too, that Brighton was saying that Casado is costing about £80 million. The same amount City submitted for Declan Rice of West Ham that West Ham rejected. And right now, I'm getting the news. It's all over the place right now that Brighton are saying, if a player like Declan Rice would cost about £105 million, a player like Casado should cost even more or the same amount. So I think there's serious trouble right now in the transfer window, in the transfer market. Serious trouble. Prices for players are getting seriously inflated. And it's getting crazy. No, like for real, it's getting crazy. What is going on? Players are no longer bought for their actual value anymore. The market has been inflated seriously. You want to buy a player, and the next thing you're hearing £100 million. Any player I want to pick now, £100 million. Okay, 80, £90 million. Even if it's not even up to £50 million, it's £100 million. What is really going on? What is really going on? Are you sure I'm not going to play this football? My God. What is going on? I'm going to play this ball, though. So don't be surprised if you see me on any of the jerseys of any of the popular teams in Europe. Okay, don't be surprised if you see me in a Chelsea, Arsenal, or Man U jersey, because by then they must have signed me. Because very soon I'm going into football full time. Myself has to eat this money. I need to eat this money. All right. So let's also not forget that recently Okay, Gondowan has left Manchester City for Barcelona. Yes, it's a sad one. Yes, a sad one for Manchester City fans because I strongly believe there's no City fan who really knows who a player like Gondwan is and means to the team that would want to see him leave the team. So Gondwan has left finally, has left the Etihad for the Camp Nou, Barcelona, and is that an upgrade? Is that an upgrade? Hmm, history-wise, if you want to look at the history of both teams, leaving a team like Manchester City for a team like Barcelona is a massive upgrade, history wise. But if we are to look at current form, current circumstances, current happenings in the lives of both teams, I feel like I feel like leaving Manchester City, a team like Manchester City who just won the treble, for a team like Barcelona who only won the league title, is a massive downgrade. Yes, because come on. Who would want to leave this City team? This City team who is on fire. Like, the team is on fire. They want to eat everybody. They are tearing teams apart, man. Did you watch City last season? City was just hitting everybody, flogging everybody, woto. Even Chelsea were not exempted. Manchester United were not exempted. Man. And like, I'm just wondering in my mind, who would want to leave this Manchester City team currently? Well, never say never, and I'm really not scared for City, by the way. I'm not scared for them because of they have a person like Pep Guardiola still as the manager, you know, because Pep is such a person that even if he wants to see, decides to sell Kevin De Bruyne of Manchester City today, now, I don't think City team will have any reason to fear. No. Pep is a tactician. Pep always has a plan. Okay, Pep allowed Cancelo to leave. Of all people, he allowed Cancelo to leave, and he went ahead to win the treble. So what does that tell you? That should tell you a lot about the person of Pep Guardiola. He's not joking with you. He let a player of Cancelo's caliber to leave, and he went ahead to win the treble. So if a player like Gondowan, who was Pep's first signing in City, yes, I think yes, he was his first signing in City. So that means that should tell you how old Gondowan has been in City for over 6 years now. So he's won almost everything with Pep Guardiola, and finally he's leaving for, I think, history-wise, for a much bigger team, but not currently, sure. And according to rumors, a player like Bernardo Silva might also leave Manchester City. So you could imagine Manchester City next season not having the likes of, yes, it's likely that Silva might leave. So you imagine Bernardo, City next season, and then you're not finding Bernardo Silva and then Ike Gondowan in the squad. I'm sure a lot of rival fans will be thinking, oh, finally, at least now we can now deal with them. Don't be so sure. Pep Guardiola that we know always has a plan. He has a plan. If he lets A to go, trust me, the next person he's buying should be better than A, or he has what it takes to bring out the best in that person to do better than A that left. That is who Pep Guardiola is. So I think, and now he has added, what's his name? Kovacic. Are you aware? Kovacic has also joined Manchester City. So for those of you who are, football persons who know the kind of player Kovacic, yes, Kovacic is actually, from my own point, is a downgrade. He is a downgrade to Ike Gondowan, any day, any time, based on qualities. Okay, Pep's kind of football is a possessive kind of football, which Kovacic can actually do very well, and of course, Ike Gondowan can actually do very well, no doubt. But now you look at the qualities of these two players, and you begin to compare them. You will find out, if you do your comparison very well, you find out that Kovacic is a downgrade to Ike Gondowan. Okay, and it now gives us question marks all over that particular deal. I mean, for a player like Kovacic going to Manchester City, that's a great deal. On the side of the player, it's a great deal, man. You're joining a top team currently who is in top form. But on the side of the coach, on the side of Manchester City, what kind of player are they getting in Kovacic? Can he be seen as an upgrade to the departed Ike Gondowan and soon to depart Bernardo Silva? I don't think so. Because the Kovacic all of us know, the Kovacic we know is a player that does not shoot. Kovacic does not shoot. Gundogan shoots, Bernardo Silva shoots. And if you do a history check on Pep Guardiola and the kind of players he usually likes to sign are intelligent players. You may be small in stature, you may not be so strong, but you need to be intelligent up here. You need to be a player that when you have the ball, it's quite difficult to get it off your leg, which of course you can get that from a player like Kovacic. But now going forward, going into the team's 18, the opposition 18-yard box, how much of a threat does Kovacic pose in a team like Manchester City? How much does he pose? How much of a threat does he pose? I don't think Kovacic will pose as much of a threat as Ike Gundogan will pose or Bernardo Silva will pose. Personally, because he doesn't shoot. At every given point in time, Kovacic always wants to pass the ball to somebody. Even when you are seeing, he's seeing the post in front of him, Kovacic wants to pass the ball to somebody. Something that Gundogan will shoot and score. So, from that angle, I feel like it's a massive downgrade. As a City fan, tell me what you think. The signing of Kovacic by City, how do you see that deal? Is it a good deal for City? Is it an upgrade on the part of Gundogan? Gundogan has joined Barcelona right now, so you are left with Kovacic right now. Do you feel like you need more signings to cover up for Gundogan, or you're okay with Kovacic? All right, so tell me what you think. All right, football fans, I think that's going to be it for today's episode of Football Intel. Thank you so much for staying faithful to your screen up until this time. Cyril Aloysius remains my name. Please do well to like this video, comment on this video, and share this video. And most importantly, do well to subscribe, okay? Until I come your way again next time, do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now and see you in my next video.